Hey guys, my name is RJ with No Game Envy, and I wanted to talk to you about my first day as a GoPuff driver. I just figured out how to do this, so I'm going to give you guys a quick tip on what to do. After you sign up with the app, you pass the background check. What you want to do is you want to look for available shifts. The GoPuff team emailed me and they told me the only app that I needed to use was the GoDrive app. And the GoDrive app, they didn't have many available shifts. I waited about a week just looking for different shifts, even though there were messages popping up on my phone saying that shifts were available, but every time I would check it right after they sent the text, I couldn't find any shifts. So this morning, Christmas Day, 2021, I actually found a shift. I woke up at around 8 o'clock. I checked my phone at around 8:30, and there was a shift for 8:50. So I prepared myself within about 10 minutes, and it took me about 12 minutes to drive here, but I did get here about 2 minutes late. I went ahead and signed into the app after I accepted the shift. I went ahead and signed on to start the workday, and now I'm here. Now, I did look over my numbers, and I checked with I was watching like YouTube channels, looking for different tips on how to be a GoPuff driver, and I did notice that the numbers that I have in my market, or maybe it's just because it's my first shift, were lower than other markets in what they published. I don't know if it was lower at an earlier point in their GoPuff career, or maybe it went up over time. And of course, there are bonuses with the number of deliveries that you make. But what I did is I noticed that in my market, it said $3 for per order, and then it said $11.50 minimum earned. So I hope that I make more than that. It does say minimum, so that means that I have the potential to make more. But sitting here and still earning, though I'm not doing anything but just waiting on a shift, isn't bad. It's better than what is it? No, not GoPuff. DoorDash, in a way, because you get paid even if you don't accept an order. But unlike DoorDash in my market, there are consistent orders. You don't, honestly, with DoorDash, you don't sit around for more than maybe 5 minutes. It is constantly busy. You just have to know where to go. But in my market, I've made some days $16 an hour. Some days I made $20 an hour, but that's about average, anywhere between 16 and 20, which isn't bad at all. It's not what I used to make. I was a business manager making over 100,000 a year, and when I lost my job, now I'm here going GoPuff. But I'm just trying to make ends meet now, because I haven't been able to find a job in that field in a while. And because of COVID, I didn't go back to school, but I had thought about going back to school. That way I can get back into that career field. But until then, GoPuff is what I'm doing. GoPuff, and I work for Hertz Corporation. I'm a branch manager trainee there, and I do this part-time just to try to bring in some income. Yeah, not over greed or anything like that, just because. But anyway, that was my intro video on GoPuff. I'm gonna create another video later on today, and I'll tell you how I do. Hopefully, I do well, and I will wrap up my results at the end of the day. Thank you, guys. Hey guys, so I'm back. I finished my first day of GoPuff, and guess what, guys? I made about $18.50 an hour. It said $11 was the minimum pay for my very first shift, and I made $18.50 an hour. That's really cool. Only worked 4.5 hours, so that's really good money, and hopefully it will continue, and I can continue to make money like that. But that's more than what I make in my current job, my full-time job. But of course, there's wear and tear on your car and depreciation of your car, so you have to take that into consideration, as well as gas. But that $3 extra, or $2.50 extra that I get every single hour, it adds up, over time. But that's cool. So there's a trade-off for me, because I make about $16 an hour right now in my current job, and then with GoPuff about $18.50 on my first shift. Like I said, I used to make a lot more money than that. I used to make $50 an hour, working as a business analyst, but then, COVID and not being able to find work. Been doing this to try to make some money. And obviously I need to shave, so I will shave. And This is the follow-up on day one of how my GoPuff driving experience went. But other than that, the job is super easy. All you do is you drive to the location, pick up a bag, and literally just drop it off at the location, then go back to the location. It's super easy. Most of my trips, I think the longest trip that I had was 15 minutes away from the location, and they stack them so you can have 3 orders at once. I did multiple 2 and 3 order deliveries, and then you do that and you just come back to the shop and you get tips. Most of the customers leave tips, you know, a couple dollars here. I think the biggest tip that I got was about $8.63 to be exact. And yeah, I'll I'll try to create another video next time I go. All right, thanks guys.